And obviously, like, he was would never have killed Dee Dee if it wasn't for Gypsy. Let's just be real. So
Gypsy Rose on that stage with her mother is the main attraction.
That's kind of concerning, because can he be manipulated by another inmate? That's why I think he needs to be in a special, like in a hospital, because of the mental health aspect. He should really be with doctors and in a facility where they understand him, and he's not with other people who could just manipulate him into doing something in prison.
We have a liftoff.
Bitches. Hello. Yes, Pink Wig Day. I messed around with it some more. Cut it some more, because I like having PC hair parts in the front. But yeah. Sorry, not cutting that out. We all cough, goddammit. And I'm recovering from that cold, so I'm hanging out with Frank. He's over here on the couch. Say hi, Frank. Lazy day. Oh, my video's ready. I've been waiting for my other video to upload. Let's go to public. Public that shit. Let's go over there. Sitting on the floor so my cat can sit on the floor. And there we go. Yay. So I thought I'd start the vlog. It's like, what is it, 3 in the afternoon? Yeah, it is 3:23. It is so windy out, guys. It is so windy out here. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna put you guys right here on the floor. Tilt you up like this. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's really windy. It rained last night. I'm sure the tram got snow. So we're inside today. But we're kind of used to that. So what's going on in the YouTubes? Not really much. More shit got exposed about Foodie's husband, Salah. It's not good, guys. It's not good. He likes to go after, women who have lots of followers that he thinks makes lots of money on social media. So, yeah. Foodie was one of them, I guess. But she don't make money like she used to, so. Let's see. Really wasn't a whole lot. More Gypsy Rose drama. Jesus Christ. That is it. The whole Gypsy Rose thing is kind of concerning in a way. I feel like this is a really crappy angle for you, so we're gonna move here and I'll move my iPad. But is really concerning. I really hope she got adequate therapy in prison, because she grew up with a very manipulative mother who taught her how, like, this is what Gypsy knows. Sorry, the TV is on still. I'm gonna mute that shit. But, she was raised by a manipulative mother who taught her basically all she knows is how manipulation and manipulating people to get what you want. That's all she knows. And so it is kind of concerning that she only spent 8 years in prison. I'm really hoping she got the therapy to kind of maybe deprogram her or something. I just really hope the therapy really was something, because I know that people don't just bounce back from being in that kind of abuse situation. And I know a lot of children who are raised by manipulative parents who teach them, like Gypsy was taught to how to fake her illnesses and stuff so that they can manipulate charities and celebrities and, you know, get free shit and they got a free house by pretending that they were, you know, these like displaced after, you know, Hurricane Katrina, and, you know, Gypsy's just so sick, and poor us, and struggling single mom taking care of a sick child, and, you know, manipulating people to giving them a free home. I mean, there are women who do that for multiple, like, children with chronic illnesses all the time, and work 3 or 4 jobs, where Gypsy's mom didn't work any, but they were able to manipulate the system, and they became like little like charity celebrities. Like, there are other people with sick children and in worse situations who don't do that shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so I just hope that she's getting really intensive therapy. The other thing that bothers me about that case is the go to John. I feel like he does need to be locked up for his life, but I think he should be in a psychiatric prison because of his autism. I feel like his autism, because I believe that's what he was diagnosed. I know they mentioned multiple personalities, but it just felt like that was himself trying to make himself seem more like dark and mysterious and like, I have a dark passenger just like Dexter kind of thing, you know? And so it wasn't like, and plus you can't self-diagnose yourself. You need a doctor to do that. And as far as I know, he hasn't been, but he's just one of those people that just doesn't get shit and is highly susceptible to being manipulated by people. And obviously, like, he would never have killed Dee Dee if it wasn't for Gypsy. Let's just be real. So I honestly really believe, like, I hope that she got therapy, and I hope that Nick Go to John I just wish he had been put into a psychiatric prison. I think that would have been a better place for him, because also too, in prison, and I don't know if he's in high profile, like Special Pop or Gen Pop in prison, but I do know that, like, you go into prison and you start meeting people. Do you hear that? Every time you hear that, remember that's the automatic air freshener. But anyway, so that when you go into prison, you know, you're not segregated away. You're with other people, and other people who are criminals, who have been manipulators too, and committed crimes and violent crimes, which is who he's with. And that's kind of concerning, because can he be manipulated by another inmate? That's why I think he needs to be in a in a hospital, because of the mental health aspect. He should really be with doctors and in a facility where they understand him, and he's not with other people who could just manipulate him into doing something in prison. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Hopefully Gypsy's getting therapy, because I think that's something she's going to have therapy the rest of her life to cope with that. And to be, make sure that she doesn't slip back into that. Because it is weird. Like, as soon as she got caught, she threw Nick Go to John under the bus. She confessed everything. She only got 8 years. He's in there for life. It's weird. I'm sorry, guys. This is kind of weird, but we'll see what happens. I mean, she's already remarried. She's got like a show. She's famous, which is another thing I want to talk about. Sorry, I got the itchy nose dust thing. But the other thing I want to talk about is, one thing I've learned from the true crime community and YouTube is, if you're going to be a criminal, like you're going to murder someone, make sure you go into prison a celebrity. Because you're taken care of, you're put into special population so that you're not with everybody else. You still have people are writing to you now. People wanting to do interviews. Chris Watts does interviews, did that one interview that went everywhere with the FBI, and, that one woman writing books and shit, Cato and Jodi Arias. Dude, she's fucking she's famous in prison. She's constantly trying to get out. And she might get out. I don't know. It's scary. I don't want to have to do a podcast with Jodi. Yeah, we're going to have a podcast called She Really Still Should Be Locked Up or something. But it's just, and look at Kohlberger. He's got women. He's got like a fan group. Kohlberger's Brian's Girls or something. BTK says he basically is a monster in a cave. Like, they built him his own bathroom in prison. He got a custom bathroom in prison. BTK, I've never had a custom bathroom built just for me, but somehow the state where, you know, he's being held did it for him. What the hell? The hell? Like, these people have their bills paid for them. They're celebrities. They don't have to think about anything. They're told what to do. Like, when you have to go somewhere to court or something, they shovel you around like you got your own little entourage. Koberger got a private plane ride from Pennsylvania to Idaho. And people were tracking that motherfucker on a flight tracker. It just seems like, is it really a punishment? Remember, Betty Broderick says that prison is actually better than when she was married to her ex-husband, Dan, that she murdered. She says it's like a country club. She gets to do yoga and Pilates. She's popular. She's popular. That's the other thing, is when they go into prison, they're popular. Like the guy who did Bernie Madoff, he was popular in prison. He made friends in prison. Like, he was teaching other inmates how to run Ponzi schemes from prison. This shit is not really... Is it a punishment? I don't know if this is really a punishment anymore. Life in prison? I don't know. For some people, it's kind of cushy. I mean, everyday good people who do the right thing struggle to put a roof over their head, pay their bills, and get 3 meals a day, and health care. But if you're a prisoner, you get free health care, and it's pretty damn good. Like, when I was an EMT, I was at one of the hospitals down here. We had an inmate, they flew in for, like, a ruptured appendix. Dude got a flight right to the hotel, right to the hospital, and got wheeled right in. He was taken care of right away. He didn't have to wait in a waiting room. True story, bro. I mean, I heard one of the prisons, like, I heard a prison guard say how he was pissed because the prison he worked at, they got a new movie on Sundays, a nice, like, it wasn't the best steak, it was a shit steak, but they got a steak dinner nonetheless, and they got an ice cream to eat with the movie. It was, and they said sometimes they were new movies that were still in theaters. What the fuck? That is not a punishment, dude. That is not a punishment at all. Jody has a guy making rap songs about her being an abuse victim. I knew her. She ain't no abuse victim. I knew her when she trashed some dude's car. She ain't no victim. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if prison's really a punishment. Gypsy's a celebrity. She got to do she got to do interviews and shit in prison. She said prison was better than her normal life. That's the other thing too. So it's like, is this a punishment? I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Do you think that, like, for people like BTK and Koberger and Chris Watts and Betty Broderick and Jody, our girl Jody Arias, is prison really a punishment for them? My opinion is probably not. No, I don't think it is. When you're getting your bills paid, 3 square meals a day, a roof over your head, a new movie with an ice cream bar on Sundays, that's not no punishment, man. And Chris Watts is like getting all these women to write to him. BTK has like a girlfriend. I think he might be married. I don't know. Like, not a punishment, dude. Not a punishment. Hello, it's later. I feel like I've been kind of unproductive today, but YOLO. So tonight we are having homemade chili. My mom made chili. Got cheese and sour cream on it. Oh, it's so good. I've been smelling it with homemade cornbread. Yeah, my mom hooked it up, so. I was watching this live stream earlier, and it was, on John Wayne Gacy. It's from a creator called The Interview Room. He's a former investigator, and then he has, like, psychologists on and stuff to talk about. They've talked about Kohberger a lot. Tonight, they're talking about John Wayne Gacy. Now, Dr. Katherine Ramsland is on there. That's, Kohberger's former professor. The lady who wrote the book with BTK, the serial killer. Yeah. Do you see what I'm getting at there? She's going to be coming out with a new book called The Serial Killer's Apprentice. Now, I think it's mostly going to focus on BTK, but I was like, I told Patrick when we found out that, like, that was Kohberger's professor. I was like, book deal, cha-ching. I taught a murderer. Like, yeah, like, this is gonna help this lady. I mean, even though it is, like, you should feel bad and awkward, you kind of taught him how to do this shit, but, yeah. I just thought that was funny. I'll link that below, because it is kind of awkward because she can't talk about anything because of the trial and stuff, and so it's awkward because they've talked about Kohberger on this. They've had panels, discussions. These same doctors that are on the panel with her have had panels and been on panels about Kohberger. And here they are sitting, Kohberger's former professor, and it's awkward as shit sometimes. So you need to look at that. Yeah, I'll link it below, but it's just funny to see her on the panels with the other doctors who have talked about Kohberger and talked about her teaching Kohberger. And then here she is sitting on a panel with them like a week or two later. It's just, it's weird, it's awkward, and you can see the awkwardness. So. But they're being professional at the same time, but it's awkward at the same time because it's like, we talked about you last week. We talked about you teaching a murderer. An alleged murderer. I guess he's alleged. I don't know. The evidence isn't looking good for Fat. I should be calling him Fat Burger. Even though he's not fat, I feel like he's always going to be that guy, you know? That, like, hates everybody because he felt like he was hated and chastised. That kind of person. Yeah. We know those people. Anyways. So, yeah. I'm going to eat because it smells good.
And so what is it in that moment on that stage? So let's say that Gypsy Rose on that stage with her mother is the main attraction, which she is. She's the main attraction. She's singing. People know her story. You know, they're sort of enthralled with her and her situation and all these illnesses she has and all this adversity she has to confront.
I'm gonna end the vlog in here because my mom's sleeping. I'm trying to be quiet, so it's later. Watched another stream about Gypsy Rose, and this one was really good because they talked about her getting out versus like what was going on with Nick Godejohn. I'm gonna link that stream below with the other one. So those will be your free things, you know, just some true crime stuff, you know. We do a lot of that, you know, that happens a lot over here, you know. We just watch what's ever on the YouTubes and I link it for you guys. So I think it's going to be like a, you know, true crime rabbit hole kind of day. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on, like, do you guys really think like life in prison for some prisoners is a crime? Because is a punishment? It's a crime. It's a punishment? Because I don't think it is. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm kind of tired. I know, it was kind of a... I just did, you know, cut my wig and hung out and got on top of my pain. It was so windy outside, really couldn't do anything. And it was really like messing with my shoulder and stuff still. So we're gonna try and do something tomorrow. Probably with the blue wig, I'm not sure. But it was fun to cut this one and make it fit better, you know, so it looks a little more realistic because he's like, you know, my hair, I usually have a bunch of little hairs and stuff, and I like a little fringe and shit, so yes, as always, I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I hope you have fun doing whatever you're gonna do, until I see you in the next vlog. But I love you, and yeah. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm tired. Love you. Mwah.